Start this back up. Anyway, what I was saying is sometimes random people can be kind of jerky and too. There's certain kind of missions people can really mess up if they're not working with the team. I mean, it happens. I wouldn't sweat it too much, but my main point was if you can play this game with a friend, I think you'll have a lot more fun than just picking random people, or if you get with the clan, you know, something like that, you'll probably have a lot more fun. Just keep it in mind when you do join a clan, you're going to have to build the key. That's going to take about a day, so if your friend's already established in a clan, you're not going to be able to just join that clan right away. I mean, you can still join them as a group, fight with them, do missions with them. You just won't be able to go to that dojo yet until that key is done being built. Not the end of the world, but you know, something you have to think about. And it just is lots more fun playing with a friend. You know, you can make your friends, make fucking friends. You join a mission, or there's another master rank 1, let's say, or 0, or whatever. And chat with them a little bit and say, hey, you want to do some missions together or something? You know, maybe you can get in voice chat with them or something. You know, if they're not completely, you know, a horrible person, you might actually want to play with them again. Most of the people in this game are pretty cool. A lot of people are really helpful. It's nice just to have some extra people helping out sometimes. Sometimes random games are really fun, but I personally recommend turning off the in-game chat. Yeah. All my bad experiences have been just in the general in-game chat. We have somebody who just really just one of those people who wants to stir the pot, I guess we'll say. They're just really a jerk. They want to talk smack to people. They want to try to make you feel worse about how you play and stuff like that. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's stupid. It makes no difference whatsoever. Play the game. Enjoy the game however you like it, and ignore those kind of people. And well, I can tell you, people who have a high mastery does not necessarily mean they're really good at the game either.
I'll get to extraction.
But also, it does show you they can at least pass mastery rank tests. Sometimes that's an indication they are able to do something. But I wouldn't say it's the main thing, like, oh, you know, somebody who's master rank, 20 is like the best player in the game. That's not, I don't think that's true at all. I've seen people who are like master rank 10, 16 stick around with us while we're, with me and other legendaries while we were doing missions, for an hour plus. And I mean, they were able to hold their own pretty good. So
hey dreamers, we are up and ready to party.
On the other hand, I've seen high-level master rank people that do really stupid things. I've done some stupid things that are really fun. Sometimes I'm flying, I'm tired, and I do some real boneheaded thing, like trip an alarm on a spy mission or something. It happens sometimes. Things can't happen. Just saying, don't let people bother you. I definitely would not use the microphone chat, the in-game chat on them. It's just never been a thing that I was like, oh, I'm so glad I had that on ever. There's never been a time. It's always been the people who are annoying, always been thinking. You'll get in a game with somebody who has a fan going in the background, it sounds like a jet engine, and that's all you can hear. Somebody will get on there and play music. It's great if you like that music, but you might not necessarily want to hear their music for, 20 minutes you're in a game or something like that either. Trust me. I like music, and I've been in games with people who I did not want to hear their music, trust me. It was pretty terrible. But, you know, stuff like that. Want to just, up to you, like I said, turn it on if you want. Don't if you don't. But just want to make sure you know it's on as well, because that was also a problem for one of my friends where we're in a game and he doesn't realize by default. Let me show you here. By default, it's turned on, and
Well, it's early where
they were saying, making some comment about another player in the game. Yeah, I don't really think they wanted to do that. I don't think that they wanted that person to know what they were saying anyway. So you might just come in here and turn that off.
Someone in Cetus must have answers.
Just letting you know.
Come on,
it's on by default.
Give it up.
When you're talking, other people around you are probably going to hear what you're saying. And unfortunately, you'll probably get into games where you'll hear things that are going on in people's background of their houses and whatever you don't want to necessarily hear. So, let's see if we can get 4 mods on this thing yet. That would be wonderful. Yes, awesome. Okay. There we go.
Everything in orders, operator?
Alrighty.
Is that a pun?
Also a trophy.
I will attempt to bypass this vault.
Okay, so here comes the part I was talking about earlier. So, as you do these, the objective at the beginning is to try to get to these junctions and get them finished. Because you're going to get prizes. So let's just go to this junction so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. So when you go there, there's going to be a Warframe. And it's almost always the Warframe you're going to encounter on the next planet. So, and the Warframe you'll be able to get from the next planet. I can't think of any cases where that's not the case. Just in case, most of the time it is going to be the Warframe you're going to get from that planet. So, like I said, once you hit this button, the fight's going to start, and you're going to get a fight with this guy. Like I said, if you're Excalibur, you can really just cheese this thing. I'm not going to lie. These are going to be the easiest fights you're ever going to have if you're Excalibur. If you're Mag, keep pulling them and keep trying to knock them on the ground. If you're Volt, maybe, I don't know, maybe run and shoot at them and try to keep them from killing you too fast. That'd be my recommendations, but we're just going to do the cheesy way. So I'm going to use Excalibur's middle ability. He's blinded. He can't see me. I can just beat the tar out of him with the light. So his eyes aren't blinking now, so he's not blinded now. You might want to recast it or something, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to try to beat him up. This is also Rhino. Rhino has a lot of hit points, so you might be better off just kind of stay a little bit away from him. He does have weapons, so he can shoot you back. You can do your abilities on him if you want. Just try to be careful, because some of his abilities, like Stomp, he does it. He can knock you up in the air. And just float there for a while, and he can probably beat you up. You want to try to avoid that. So he wasn't too bad. So what you can do is you can blind them sometimes, and you can just get up behind them and backstab them real quick. Or if you have a strong weapon, you can just beat them while they're still blinded. That wasn't a very good example. I was going to try that, but it didn't work out that well. But anyway, just be careful and kind of keep an eye on your life. If you have to back up or run away for a little while, let your shields go back up or something. You can kind of hide behind these pillars, stuff like that. So that's one thing you can do in here to try to avoid getting killed. If you mess up, you can just try again. It's not the end of the world. But anyway, once you kill the person, or Warframe, whichever you want to call it, in here, the Warframe, you're going to want to go and activate this junction. So this is going to allow us to travel to the next planet. Normally you're going to want to clear off a whole planet before you move on to the next one. But in this case, we're not really too worried about that part yet. We want to kind of open up our prospects for getting more mods and getting more different resources that we just can't get from the first planet, and a couple of quests that will most of these junctions open up your quests that you'll need. And a little secret, if you're doing a quest and it sends you to a node, like the different ones on Earth, I don't know if any of you would have noticed, but when you finish them, that node is already marked as you did it, even though you didn't do it on a normal mission. So sometimes doing the quest is nice because you don't have to do it on a regular mission, and sometimes they're easier than doing it normally. So we want to try to build this one as fast as we can. This is a Sentinel, and he's going to be really helpful for this next part.
Ever leave that tower? Can she leave that tower?
So, oops. Don't, come on. Oh, it's trying to show me the way you can go to the next planet. So this is going to be the next planet. Like I said, you want to try to start working your way through those, but I think if we do one of the quests, it'll start taking us through this stuff too. Sometimes that's kind of nice, but let's see, before we do all that stuff. So, when you have sentinels and stuff, this is where they pop up at. A lot of things in this game take a long time to build, so let's just see how long it takes to build this thing.
Operator, did you hear that?
Okay.
It said...
So...
Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
Oh my gosh. So for this one, we need more alloy, which we're going to try to collect soon. I guess I should have showed this sooner, but let me show you. If you go to a planet and you click this thing, it'll tell you what resources drop on that planet. So let me go down here to the next planet and say, okay, so here are these alloy plates. That's what we need to build other things. So if we do missions here, we're going to get some of those. It says there's a new quest available, so I'm trying to see which one it is. Team Master Rank 1, complete a bounty. Let's see this on Earth, which we have not done. Talk to Kansu on Earth. We have not done that yet. Oh, okay, I already know what quest that is. Yeah, I don't think we want to do that one quite yet anyway. Part of that quest requires going out to the plains of Eidolon, and it's just something that's probably better if you're prepared for that. You're going to be fighting, you know, you could be fighting like level 30 enemies. The enemies you're fighting right now are like level 5 or 6. It's might be frustrating, let's just say, if you're not ready for that. It might be quite a bit frustrating just to get bashed and beat up the whole time you're out there. Whereas if you just wait a little while, you can go out there and be leveled up and ready for it for the most part. Let's see what other missions they have. Requests, I mean. Darvo and Relay. That's going to be a mission to rescue somebody. I'm not going to get into that yet. Fortuna, we're not going to do that yet. I think for now we're just going to kind of try to do some parts of Venus. Let me look at this junction again. Is there a quest that says you're open? No, there was no quest on that part. It's just mods. Okay. Just check. So, like, next we're gonna want to try to work our way. Shut this in. So you want to try to work your way over this junction. So we want to try to accomplish these different things. Defeat the Jackal. Do a 10 waves of defense on a specific mission on here. Rescue a hostage in one of the missions, and defeat 5 X-Men, which we've already done. And if you played a little bit, you'll probably get that part anyway. So I guess we want to just start out